Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I'm actually really excited because, weird enough, it's been a while since I've received a box from Wii and Civivi, and I know that they've got some cool stuff coming because I keep seeing it on Instagram. So they sent me a package, and I've got it here. I'm going to start off with the Civivis today. You'll see what was in the Wii box a couple of days from now. But it's their 10-year anniversary, which I had actually forgotten about until I opened the box. But Wii and Civivi have been around for a decade. How crazy is that? I don't know if you remember, but I mean, I remember when Wii Knives hit the scene, and we were all like, who is Wii Knives? And then reviewers started saying, holy moly, these are super nice, right? And that's back when we were like, could they really be like that? And then, you know, more people started talking, and it was honestly really cool to see this brand new company hit the market, like, and hit the ground hard and running, right? So I thought it was neat, but it's crazy they've been around for 10 years. So happy 10-year anniversary to Wii and Civivi. I am certain that they're doing an event. They'll have links for these knives and their website down in the description as per usual, but probably some sort of event where you can get some good deals. So thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Let's move this, and yeah, let's just open it up. Now I got to get this quality sticker off of it. I think this is probably the basic one of the two, which is fine, right? If you're new to Civivi and Wii knives, great place to start. If you're new to the knife world in general and you're new to Civivi knives, super great place to start, right? Picking up your first good pocket knife for a lot of people was Civivi. In fact, I bet you'll hear some testimonials down in the comments section if anybody would care to share. But these are fantastic first knives, absolutely. Or if you're an avid collector, right? Like me, somebody who's got hundreds and hundreds of knives, I still like to carry and use Civivi knives because they're just really good. So this one here is called, I almost called it the product division. Okay, what is this called? The blue tick. Okay, the blue tick. And so you got black, orange, green, and wood with the core Damascus. Okay. Wow, that is some aggressive jimping, but it's actually softer to the touch than you might expect. Who is the designer? Do we have designer info? There we go. Brian Montalvo. Not 100% certain exactly who that is. I'm not familiar with the name, but just want to make sure. Looks like MSRP 64, but obviously we're not going to see MSRP at retailers. When it gets to, there's always somebody who complains about MSRP. MSRP is not what it gets sold for when it hits retailers. So by the time it gets to Blade HQ or whatever, it looks like it's going to be down at about 55 bucks. So 14C28N, 14C28N, and we have in this case the green. Oh, they've nested the liners here now. Okay, that's cool. So 14C28N and nested liners on green micarta for, it looks like their target is, and then what do we have here? Is this aluminum or G10? I believe that's G10. G10 backspace. There's a little bit of a spine there, right? Same pocket clip they've always done, but it is mounted for lefty carry. Honestly, not bad. Not bad at all for 55 bucks. I'm not going to complain about that given the materials and the build quality, especially considering the insane prices. I mean, yeah, it's made in China, so it's a lot easier for them to get the price there, but we see a lot of just absolutely absurd price increases from many companies, not just the United States. Many companies are just like, oh, okay, we're just going to charge more. This one is apparently called the Star Flare. Yeah, this is the one that I was the most interested in. Wow, weird. Definitely different. Here's what's great about Civivi. I would call this a more basic knife profile, right? I mean, you got a little bit of pizzazz going on here, but for the most part, this is a pretty straightforward pocket knife. They make these, and then they also make stuff like this. God, that is cool. Come on now, that's cool, right? Super future robot bird. Like, that's what it makes me think of. Look at this area. It's so cool in design. I love the designy stuff, right? Especially when it's functional. Not everybody likes it, but I do. This is a button lock. Beautiful. Beautiful action. Wow, snappy. Also, huge fan of these wide, large, domed-off thumb studs. Thank you. This is how we do this. We don't do the pointy, sorry, but the Chris Reeves Sebenza. Love the Sebenza. I mean, I think it's a good, it's not for me. I think it's a good tool. Holy moly, do I hate those thumb studs. They suck. But yeah, wider and domed off at the top, not pointy. Really, really like that. Nice and solid. And of course, generally speaking, Civivi seems to do a good button lock. One that will certainly survive some light spine taps here. So let's take a look and see what we have for materials on this guy. On this one, we're going Nitro V. It looks like uncoated 5961, which I think is about where Nitro V should be. So they're looking at 85 MSRP, but under 75 when it hits the retailers, which is good because I can classify this as a budget knife. I think this is going above and beyond for the budget territory, not just in terms of design, right, but also materials. Really nice aluminum. Really nice, like the huge pivot collar. It doesn't have any functional purpose, but it looks cool. And honestly, it's just a really cool overall profile. I really like this one. That's awesome. It's not reinventing the game, right? I mean, you're not getting anything necessarily like overly beneficial with this design versus the other 100 button locks that Civivi puts out, or, some of the really, really economic, like the super value Sen cut button locks that are out there. You can get Sen cut button locks for what, 40, 45 bucks. I think here, like the Crowley, great knife, same company, right? Sen cut, Civivi, they're all the same company. But if you want something a little more designy, what I do appreciate is that Civivi recognizes that they have their budget territory in Sen cut, and they've got a little bit of room to play around. And instead of just being like, oh yeah, all Civivi knives now cost 20 to 30 more. In some cases, we've seen that. But it seems like Civivi Sen cut is trying to put a little bit more effort into some of their upper tier Civivi knives to justify those price tags that bump up into, in this case, about $72.25. In my opinion, I think it's fine. This is a pretty cool knife for 72 bucks. A lot of people might have preferred 14C28N over Nitro V, but I like Nitro V, and I think it's perfectly acceptable in the sub $75 territory. This is really cool. So the different variations of this guy, it looks like, are going to be, oh wow, they went wild with it. We got a plain gray, but we also got a lime green, which is cool. And then you got, wow, holy moly, you got the super core Damascus. Probably, if you're wondering what is, apparently it's a 10CR, 9CR combo with a 10CR core and the 9CR jacket, which is fine, right? Perfectly acceptable budget territory. If they polish it, when they polish it, it looks great. The old stuff didn't look so good, but like, the Storm Howl or whatever I had with the polished core 10CR blade, I thought that looked awesome. So yeah, two new budget, like true budget models from Civivi. This one a little plainer, but this one definitely on the wilder side. But yeah, pretty cool. I think that's going to be pretty much it, guys. I'll link these knives down in the description. You guys can check them out if you want. There will be full comprehensive reviews of each of these knives down the road a bit, but that's going to be it for today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.